Epstein documentary, man. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy. Before you end up like Beezy, man, make sure y'all follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. Everything you need to know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, we got the documentary of Jeffrey Epstein. You know what I mean? Part 2. If you want to go see part 1, it is in the documentary playlist section. You know, and I was kind of confused. You know, I've been wanting to react to this documentary ever since I've been hearing bro name around the way. You know, I didn't know who the freak bro was. You know what I mean? I told y'all I was just here. I just constantly kept hearing about Jeffrey Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein. I'm like, okay, who the freak is this cat? I told y'all I was coming from church and I seen these two girls just have a freaking, you know, poster hanging from the bridge saying something about Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know what it clearly said. I don't remember what it said, but I remember seeing his name. And I thought to myself, I'm like, bro, who the freak is Jeffrey Epstein? You know what I mean? I just kept on hearing his name, his name, his name. I'm like, okay, I got to do a documentary about Jeffrey Epstein. And now I have a lot of information on who he was, you know, and yeah, it wasn't good, man. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm not a person to judge, but you know what I mean? Now I understand what's really going on for real. You know what I mean? So we're going to get into the freaking documentary. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I don't care about commenting. Like I said, I ain't going to look at it, but subscribe and like though.
Or a strip or something like that. Meaning, and I want to understand whether you believe that nobody that came to give massages, none of the women were under 18, or that you didn't focus on their age, but you were more focused on whether any underage woman was abused by him.
I think it's better to answer this question with corroborating evidence.
It's kind of like a back, it's not a front door, but I have to like go through a gate and then there's like a side door by the kitchen.
Okay, so you go into the kitchen?
Yeah.
All right.
What the freak?
Did you meet someone at the kitchen or?
I don't remember. There was a girl I met. And she's like his assistant or whatever, so I met her. I met her a few times. And that's it. And then she would take me up to like the room where he has like the massage table and everything like that.
Okay. What else happened when you were providing the massage?
That's just it. He had a towel over his private parts and he was just laying on a table and I was just massaging from his knee down for about 45 minutes, and she said all I had to do was give him a massage for an hour. So that's what I did, and then like 10 minutes before we were getting ready to leave, he asked her to leave because we were in the room together, and all I had to do was massage his chest, and that's it. He had the towel on him, and about 5 minutes into it, he took the towel off and started pleasing himself, which I was very uncomfortable with.
I'm not sure if it was before or after my 17th birthday. So I was either 16 or about to be 17 or I just turned 17.
You're doing the massage. Does he ask you to remove any of your clothing?
Yeah. He asked me to take my shirt off, so I took my shirt off, and that's how that was it.
Okay, so were you in bra or were you topless?
That was a long time ago. I ended up being topless, yeah.
Okay. When you said it all ended, how did it end?
He came, he cleaned himself off, and he just got up and walked out. He's like, okay, you can put your clothes on, and he closed the door after he walked out. And when I went out, I went downstairs, and he was down there, and there were like three other girls there. I guess they stay there or something.
Okay. Do you know who those girls are?
I have no idea.
He asked me to have sex with him.
How did he approach you with that?
He just kind of told me what to do.
As you were massaging him?
Yeah.
Was this in his bedroom? Was this in...
It's a room that's attached to his bedroom. Like, if you go through his room, there's another room, you open it, and it's got, a closet and a bathroom, like a toilet, but behind the door, and a shower and a steam room.
Okay.
It's like...
Okay. What does the message say?
just wanting me to come back, wanting me to know if I could work. They called it work. And that they left a number, and I never called back.
So when they say you want to work, that means a massage?
Yes.
Do you recall anything weird when you were going up the
The
stairs?
pictures.
Bro.
Okay.
That's, I'm looking like, what the freak? I'm like, bro, I'm looking at these pictures, you know, like, and I'm like, that's the first thing that I'm looking at. I'm looking like pictures. I'm like, what type of sane man has these pictures on his walls? You know what I'm saying? Seeing booty cheeks and everything on pictures and all that. That should have been a red flag to get the freak up out of there. You seeing men booty cheeks, women booty cheeks. You just seeing booty cheeks. You walking up the stairs and seeing straight booty cheeks. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing that caught my eye, bro. And I was like, bro, what's going on with my man's pictures, bro? Look at this.
The pictures.
Okay. Pictures of what?
Oh no.
Naked people.
Look at this. Booty cheeks out of it. What the?
She would get
You got booty cheeks out of my face.
But she would like bring girls to the house.
Okay.
So like the one time, like when I took the girl, and he gave me money when I took
How
20.
much did he give you for taking?
I don't remember. It's either 2 or 3. I can't remember.
Did he ask you to bring people or?
Well, he's like, yeah, if you have any friends who want to do it, you know, like if I can or whatever, because I was working 2 jobs at the time, so.
The whole situation was odd. When we first pulled up, before we even got out of the car, she said, don't say anything, don't speak unless you're spoken to. There was pictures, there were pencil drawings of naked people. I don't know. That's all it looks
Some
really
weird-ish, man. I ain't gonna lie.
You have my address right here. The new address.
That's
Okay,
what's
I just
weird
want my
ish.
parents to know.
No, don't worry.
Is there something gonna happen to me?
No. No. I just, like I said, you're not in any trouble whatsoever. I just wanted to talk to you.
No, I'm just as scared that he's gonna know.
What are you scared of?
That maybe he's gonna do something.
No, it's not happening.
Under a secret arrangement, the U.S. Attorney's Office agreed not to prosecute Epstein on federal charges. Epstein served most of his sentence in a work release program that allowed him to leave jail during the day to go to his office, then return at night. Epstein was allowed to have unsupervised visits with women during his work release hours. He was allowed to go shopping at the local mall, as it was classed as exercise, and he was paying his prison escorts out of his own pocket.
See this?
Along with the lenient nature of the sentence.
And this is what I be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, no such thing as justice when it comes to a rich man. You know, don't expect a rich man, even though us people, you know what he's done, and us people, you know what I'm saying, you know about what he done, she done, you know. At the end of the day, bro, you know, you got good judges, you know, but evil just outweighs righteousness in this world. It's just a fact, bro. Can't trust America for anything. So I'm not surprised that him leaving jail, then coming back at night, him leaving jail anytime he want to, him having women come visit him at jail, him getting the special treatment. Not surprised, bro, about this at all, bro. Just the American way. Not even the American way. It's the world way. Because even when Pablo Escobar was alive, man, the man built his own prison. You know what I mean? If anybody done what he done, they would have been dead. They would have been captured and everything. The man Pablo Escobar, after everything that he done, you know, it's not just an American way. This is the world way. After everything that Pablo Escobar done, after all the people that Pablo Escobar done killed, this man had the luxury of building his own prison. It wasn't even like a prison. Y'all should have seen the prison that Pablo Escobar was in that he built. Bro had a pool table. Bro had ping pong. Bro had jacuzzi. Bro had everything in that prison. That was not a prison. You know what I'm saying? And they let him just stay in the prison. They didn't do nothing. They ain't go inside the prison and try to kill him. They ain't go inside the prison and try to arrest him. No, they let him build his own prison. And it was getting time served. You know what I'm saying? That junk crazy, man.
Sentence and the freedom it allowed Epstein, the much criticized.
If you're
deal.
rich, the justice system does not apply to you. Justice system, I want y'all to remember this. Justice system only applies to the middle class and poor. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't apply to you. That is a fact. You know what I mean? If you're rich, you will not get, it don't matter what you do. You know what I mean? You could do the most horrific crimes. You see this man? This man did the most horrific crimes. Even when it comes to Donald Trump, the man got convicted off of 30-something felonies and he ain't served 1 year of prison time. Imagine somebody getting convicted off of 30-something felonies and walking free. No probation, no prison time, nothing. The only thing that Donald Trump has is that he's a convicted felon on his record. That's all and that's it. No house arrest, no probation, no years in jail after getting found guilty of 30 counts of felony charges and walked away with nothing. That right there should have just opened your mind to America. You know what I'm saying? We have a convicted felon as a president. And matter of fact, Donald Trump was with your man's Jeffrey Epstein. I ain't gonna say he was with him doing what he was doing, but he was involved with him. I seen the pictures. You know what I'm saying? I seen the pictures. I see multiple pictures of Donald Trump being involved with Epstein. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. Imagine that. Could y'all imagine a convicted felon being a president? Could y'all imagine that? A convicted felon being a president. That is funny.
Included a controversial non-prosecution agreement.
This junk is funny, bro. America funny, bro. I laugh at America.
Federal prosecutor.
I don't trust America at all, bro. When Diddy and all them and everybody get charged and all, but I don't expect no America to find y'all be funny as heck. I told you, middle class and the poor, you're gonna get justice. But if a rich man do something to you, bro, don't expect no justice.
This granted immunity to Epstein and 4 co-conspirators.
Don't expect no
also
justice.
Mentioned and accused of complicity.
And look, like you said, Bob folk, everybody that's involved with Epstein, everybody we gonna know. You know what I'm saying? The real, we know. Their name is getting tarnished, you know what I'm saying? Name is getting, everybody knows. But it's about justice. You know what I'm saying? We know how wicked these people is. We know. We're not blinded to the fact that these people are wicked. We know. But it's about justice. You know what I'm saying? They will not get justice. They won't. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who the freak is involved with Epstein. Epstein, bro, you can name him. I think even the Giants owner has been named in the freaking Epstein files. He ain't gonna get charged for nothing. So all y'all hoping that he gonna get charged, he ain't gonna get charged for nothing. We only gonna know, okay, what's going on with him. You know what I mean? I think I seen that Bill Gates involved with Epstein. All these folks being involved with Epstein, ain't nothing gonna happen to him. You really think Bill Gates gonna sit in jail, bro?
And the deal extended immunity to any potential co-conspirators.
Freak out.
Prosecutors agreed not to tell Epstein's victims about the MPA, which was filed under seal. Acosta later said he offered a lenient plea deal because he was told that Epstein belonged to intelligence and that it was all above his pay grade. And he was told by those above him that he should just leave it alone.
Okay. Did he ever introduce anybody else in the room to you?
Yes.
What happened during that time?
She came in and she did all the stuff to him, because I wouldn't, and she would touch him, while I would massage him still, and then he would ask us, to kiss, and he would watch, and she'd still be touching me while we were kissing.
Okay.
There's been public reporting about conduct by Mr. Epstein and others at Little St. James.
Yes.
So can you talk about the frequency with which you went there?
Private island, bro.
Some of those, some of the reporting.
Bro, you see this?
Around young masseuses or young women who would be present. And
look at this.
Namely around.
This is a private island.
Masseuses or young women.
You know how many houses like this in America? You know how much wicked stuff like this going on right now as I speak? Y'all know this? Stuff like this is going on right now as I speak. It's so much wickedness going on in this world that we have no clue of. Right now, as we speak, something like this is going on. Somebody just died right now. Somebody is getting raped right now. Somebody running for their life right now. Right now, somebody's life is in danger right now.
Who would be present and what you observed relating to them, and then I'll ask questions around that.
So, if I'm right, he purchased the island in 1996, and he was friendly with the owners. And originally, we went to the island as guests of the owners, and then I guess at some point the owners told him that they wanted to sell, and he decided to purchase it. So the island was very rustic. I loved it. He, of course, had completely different ideas. And I would say there was none of what you were describing at that early period of time. So the frequency was often on the island because he loved it. He really, really loved it. I definitely witnessed a progression in Mr. Epstein's behavior and a modification, if you will, where in the past,
What's up?
in the early
These
90s,
pictures, bro.
I don't remember traveling so much with other people. Or
It's
there
a
being
real
masseuse
weird-ish
or yoga
one. What
person.
the
These were always people in their 20s,
Got
late
butt
20s,
cheeks all in my
early
face.
30s, as my memory sees it, as I observe that.
Man got butt cheek pictures all across his house.
In 2009, Epstein
That's
was
some
released from
crazy-ish,
jail after
bro.
serving less than 13 months of his 18-month sentence.
13 months.
Many of his peers, including Ghislaine, distanced themselves publicly from Epstein, while others seemed to have no problems with Epstein's allegations. In 2010, Epstein was pictured with Prince Andrew in Central Park in New York. Andrew says that this meeting was his opportunity to officially break off his friendship and relationship with Epstein. Throughout the early 2010s, Epstein settled multiple civil suits brought against him by his victims. Epstein continued to coast through his life, but the walls were beginning to close in.
I was recruited at a very young age from Mar-a-Lago and entrapped in a world that I didn't understand, and I've been fighting that very world to this day, and I won't stop fighting. I will never be silenced.
In 2011, a group of women who were victims of Epstein when they were minors exposed the extent of Epstein's crimes on an international stage. Their stories were not told in a closed courtroom to a jury or in a cold deposition room filled with lawyers, but directly to us. Virginia Giuffre, formerly Virginia Roberts, first came out publicly in 2011, accusing Epstein, Ghislaine, and Prince Andrew of sexual abuse and trafficking, where she would release the now infamous image of her with Andrew and Ghislaine in Ghislaine's house in Belgravia, London. Virginia worked at Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in 2000 as a spa assistant when she was a teenager, where she met Ghislaine, who asked her questions, showed interest in her passions, and offered her a job at massaging her client. Virginia painted a clear image of the sexual depravity she experienced and the systemic way in which her and other victims were transported around Epstein's properties in Florida, New York, London, Paris, and the Virgin Islands, where they were pimped out to his friends. Virginia said that she was told by Ghislaine before her first sexual encounter with Prince Andrew that she must do what she does for Epstein for him. Virginia then said she had sex with Prince Andrew in Ghislaine's house in 2001 when she was 17, and on the second occasion was involved in an orgy with Epstein, Prince Andrew, and other young girls on Little St. James Island. Virginia said she had sex with Prince Andrew at least 3 times.
The idea of him doing anything of that nature in my house that's the size of this room is so mind-blowingly not conceivable to me is the man, or what. I just can't. I can't even. My house was tiny. I think it's 900 square feet in total. Well, maybe is that right? Maybe. Where she says that they had relations in a bathroom, first of all, the bath is an old Victorian bath. I'm quite small. Tight for me. I put my brother in there to see what would happen, and it looks like a blivet, which is a sausage in a layer, very tight skin. So her description of whatever the two people were doing in the tub, that would work.
So you think it's kind of logistically and physically not something that could have...
Well, there's that. And there's just, Andrew, he's so English. He had a tie on.
Do you think there's any way it could have happened or no?
Absolutely, no way, no how, absolutely not.
Virginia would devote the rest of her life to protecting and supporting other girls and women who were victims of sexual assault and trafficking. She was also devoted to getting justice for herself.
He knows exactly what he's done, and I hope he comes clean about it.
And now I would like to invite Bill Sweeney up to the podium.
Thanks, Jeff. Good morning. Preserving the innocence in children is one of the most important responsibilities we carry as adults. Purposely failing children in any way is not an option. And yet there are some in society who have chosen to blatantly disregard this responsibility, using whatever means they have at their disposal to lure children into a life which they should never have been exposed. As we allege today, Jeffrey Epstein is one of those people.
On July 6th of 2019, federal agents arrested Epstein. He was charged in the Southern District Court of New York with 1 count of sex trafficking of minors and 1 count of conspiracy to commit sex trafficking of minors. Epstein's island and the extent of his abuse network became worldwide news.
Too often, adults in our society have turned a blind eye to this type of criminal behavior alleged here. We have seen the excuses, the ignorance of many who didn't even bother to understand that this behavior is a persistent scourge against our society's vulnerable youth.
It's crazy.
And the willful blindness as to who the real
Some
villains are.
private island
type
type ish, bro.
Crime.
Nobody around,
The the
nothing. Like a private island.
Not the children.
Bro was running this on a private island. Look at this, bro. Bro running this on a private island, bro.
Victims of child sex trafficking come from all walks of life.
Done crazy.
They are our neighbors, our students.
Yeah, I see why I keep hearing your name, man. You know what I'm saying? Now I see why I keep hearing your name. You know what I mean? I told you, I was wondering, like, why the freak do I keep hearing this man's name? Never heard of this man a day in my life, but I just kept hearing his name. I was like, I gotta do a documentary on you, man. I gotta see. You know what I mean? He had dirt on all the billionaires. Probably why he died, right? I heard he died. You know what I mean? Probably killed him. Not probably. I mean, probably killed him. I told you, I don't like speaking on things I'm not knowledgeable of, but it's like the billionaires, they be thinking they, like, like, I can't stand when people be thinking they so slick. I don't be believing all these little, oh, he died from cancer, and he died from this, and he died from that. You know what I mean? They probably knew. You know what I mean? They probably knew. You know what I'm saying? And probably got him off. You know what I'm saying? Probably got him off. You know, man, these billionaires, man.
Young adults
don't trust
looking for help.
Man, I don't trust none of these people, man. I mean, I don't trust none of these people up here. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I don't trust I don't trust none of these folks, man. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I don't trust none of them.
Vulnerable foster children, the list goes
I just sit back and watch, bro.
on.
Sit back and watch.
I have the privilege to represent and stand
I don't
among
trust
many
this
who make
mother-
our mission to put predators behind bars where they belong, regardless of the predator's power, wealth, or perceived connections.
Right. Sure.
But justice would never be served. 1 month after Epstein's arrest, he was found hanging dead in his cell. A final slap in the face of a story that hinges on the unfathomable.
Somebody got to him. Somebody got to him. Somebody got to him. He offed himself. Somebody got to him. Somebody got to him.
Today we announced charges against Ghislaine Maxwell for helping Jeffrey Epstein sexually exploit and abuse multiple minor girls from the period of 1994 through 1997. Maxwell has been taken into custody early this morning in New Hampshire and will be presented this afternoon before a magistrate judge in the District of New Hampshire. Maxwell was among Epstein's closest associates and helped him exploit girls who were as young as 14 years old. Today, after many years, Ghislaine Maxwell finally stands charged for her role in these crimes.
Over 5 years on from the arrest of Ghislaine Maxwell and the death of Jeffrey Epstein, there is still no justice. For years, the truth about Epstein's dark network has been shrouded in secrecy. Files, documents, and testimonies locked away, hidden behind layers of government silence.
Y'all doing this, you know what I'm saying, for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, y'all doing this for no reason. You're wasting it. Humpty Trumpty must fall. He's on the Epstein's list. Told y'all, I said I seen Trump with them free DC. Yeah, we want them Epstein files though. You know what I'm saying? We want the Epstein files, but we know we're not going to get the Epstein files. Some people got named in the Epstein files. Like I said, Giants owner. That's why we probably was losing with the Giants. Because bro was too busy rocking with Epstein. Now it all makes sense why we were losing. You know what I'm saying? Now it makes sense why we were losing now. Now I get it. He needs to be released immediately. He needs to be going immediately. We don't need that on our name. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be going immediately. You know, there's no way he should still be part owner of the Giants, bro, when he involved in this, bro. I ain't gonna say he involved, bro, but his name came up, bro. He needs to get handled with immediately, bro. Straight up. You know what I mean? That's why we've been losing, huh? You know what I'm saying? Now you finding any excuse? Nah. It all makes sense now. You know, hiring them trash GMs. You know what I'm saying? Hiring them trash GM, them trash. That's why we've been losing. You know what I mean? Because you've been rocking with Epstein. Your mind was on this and it wasn't on football. Now I see why we've been losing now. You know what I'm saying? Makes sense, man. Everything's starting to make sense now. You know what I mean? But yeah, we need them fouls, man. You know what I mean? We need them fouls. We need them. Even though we know they ain't gonna get justice. That's why I say, y'all wasting y'all dang time outside in that White House. You know what I'm saying? Wasting your dang time. Why are you out here? You ain't got nothing else better to do. I know y'all got kids. I know you got jobs. Y'all ain't got nothing else better to do than try to get these people to release these files, knowing dang well they not gonna release these files. You don't think the people that's in the files is the one that has it hidden? You're wasting your dang time. Like you're not gonna release the files, bro. You know what I mean? They're not. You feel me? Because promise you, the people that has the files hidden are in the files. You know what I mean? It's not gonna get released. You know what I mean?
Testimonies locked away, hidden behind layers of government silence. The release of these files has been stalled, buried under political maneuvering and bureaucracy. But Epstein survivors are refusing to be silenced.
There are others that are complicit, that have caused harm to women and children. For 30 years, I've fought not only sex traffickers, but a federal government that has enabled them.
Virginia is not only our sister, she is a warrior, a survivor.
With relentless courage, they are fighting to expose the truth, demanding transparency, justice, and accountability.
Together, we will make change. There is strength in numbers, and we will do it together.
Across the political divide, alliances once thought impossible are forming. Lawmakers uniting to confront decades of secrecy and obstruction.
I'm not backing down. I will not back down. These survivors have convinced me.
Survivors, advocates, and citizens alike are demanding what was long denied: transparency, accountability, and the full release of the Epstein files.
I think there is a world that we don't even know exists within those victims. I think it's countless.
This is more than a battle over documents. It is a fight for dignity, for justice, and for the future.
This was going on so much longer than anyone wants to talk about.
Because for as long as these truths remain hidden, the survivors carry the heavy weight of the actions perpetrated on them. What they need isn't just answers. They need accountability.
One must ponder the question, what are they hiding from the American people, and what billionaires, what well-connected donors, what elite people are they trying to protect?
We know the names.
We see you.
Many of us were abused by them.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, together as survivors, we will confidentially compile the names we all know were regularly in the Epstein world. And it will be done by survivors and for survivors.
Look, man, how about this? How about just talk? You know what I'm saying? All that little reading. Look, I don't like that junk. And there's one thing I told you. I sit back and I observe people. You know what I'm saying? Look. You know what I mean? Let's stop all this reading and just speak to the people. You know what I mean? Why everything got to be written down? Because when you got it written down, that make me feel like you not really in it for real. That make me feel like you don't really care. You got to rehearse what you got to say. You know what I mean? Why you got to rehearse what you got to say, though? Why you got to, you know what I'm saying? If it's from the heart, bro, you just speak from the heart, bro. Somebody that care ain't got to read what the freak they saying, man. F reading, F writing down something. Speak from the heart, bro. You know what I'm saying? Freak, I'm writing down something for, man. Speak to the people, man. I ain't finna freaking speak to the people while I'm looking down and read, man. Look, man, F all that, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk to the people, man, bro, just talk to the people. All that little looking down, you know what I mean, reading about what you wrote. I don't be liking that junk, bro. You gonna speak to the people. You gonna be real to the people, be real to the people, bro. Speak to the people, bro. Speak to the people. You know what I mean?
We all know we're regularly in the Epstein world. And it will be done by survivors
I don't like that junk.
and for survivors.
Mr. President, you have said that you have not...
Like I said, bro, I told you, I just sit back and just watch. I ain't finna say nothing. I sit back and watch. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna say who victims, who's not victims. I sit back and watch. Like I said, I don't trust no mother ever walking this God green earth. You know what I mean? That's just me. I don't trust nobody walking this God green earth. I don't put nothing past nobody walking this God green earth. I'm just gonna sit back and I'm gonna just look at the show. That's how people need to be. People need to just sit back and just look at the show. You know what I'm saying? That's when I used to be on social media, that's the type of person I was. I'm just sitting back looking like this. A person that wasn't comment on nothing, never liked anything. When I was on social media, I was just a person I was like this. Don't say a dang thing, just looking at everybody. Said, do I trust you, Jay? Heck no. You know what I mean? Trust y'all? I don't know. No. Did I just say I don't trust nobody walking this God green earth? Dude, a girl can come out tomorrow. Like I said, y'all, A girl can come out tomorrow and say that I raped her, and every single one of y'all gonna believe her. You know what I'm saying? Literally. The way you feel about me today, bro, any other time, you'll feel different about me if anybody else come out. You're sheep. People are sheep. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, bro. So no, I don't trust you. You can love me. I expect for people to be people. I don't expect for you to stay loyal to me. I don't expect for you to ride with me to the end. I expect people to be people. I've seen closest subscribers just hate me out of nowhere. Don't surprise me though. I expect people to be people. Love me one moment. That's how people do. People love you one moment and hate you the next. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust none of you watching me. I expect you to be people. You know what I mean? I expect you to be a terrible person. I expect you to be horrible. You do, if you do, you're going to do what I expect you to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust nobody walking this god green earth. I don't even trust my freaking mother. So you think I would trust you? You know what I'm saying? I don't trust nobody watching this god green earth. So guess what I do? I look at all these Epstein victims and all these representatives and these lawyers and all that junk. You know what I mean? I look at everybody and I just sit back and watch. You know what I'm saying? So should we trust you? I mean, I am a trustable person, but I'm not going to ask you, I'm not going to beg you to trust me, but I know me. I know I'm a good person. I know I'm a genuine person. You know, I am a person to trust, but hey, I couldn't blame you if you don't trust me because I don't trust you, mother effer.
Mr. President.
But yeah, I'm a person you should trust, you know what I mean? But you don't know me, so.
You have said that you have not been briefed on the Epstein files, or your name has not appeared in the Epstein files. But doesn't the AG have to tell you if your name is in the files?
I haven't been overly interested in it. You know, it's a hoax that's been built up way beyond proportion.
Really think he gonna admit that he in the Epstein files? You really think that Donald Trump gonna just say, yeah, I'm in the Epstein files. Yes, I did this. I don't know what people be thinking. People so delusional. You really think this man gonna come out and say I'm in the Epstein files? Like, come on, use your head. People just be asking questions, man, knowing it's gonna lead to a freaking dead end. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense to me, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, I appreciate everybody. You know what I mean? Jay, did you play with Air Nolan when you was in high school? The heck with Air Nolan. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I said, man, I appreciate everybody, man, for joining the stream. Like I said, y'all, my freaking, team is about to play, man. So I appreciate everybody, man, for joining the stream. Your boy Jay will not live stream tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm back on, back on that Sunday-ish that I was on. Kind of had to stop it because NFL season. You know what I'm saying, honestly. But yeah, man,